Hey, this is Getting Real with Hillary, and oh gosh, what I want to talk about today is the power of saying what you don't think you can say. That's one of my explorations. And gosh, yesterday I was talking to an old friend, and I brought up an incident for me. Um, I'll just tell you what it is. I don't think she watches these, so I think I'm safe. And if you're watching, oh well. Oops. Okay. So I was not a camp person and I loved being home. I was on the swim team. We had a great time. This is when I was a kid. And I had a friend who went to camp and she loved it, loved it, loved it. And she kept always saying, and we were best friends during the year, come to camp, come to camp. So I went to camp and she basically didn't talk to me. And I just kind of became my default good girl, don't say anything. And, I survived it. I didn't like it, but I survived it. They did have color war the third week, and I was very competitive. I was a good swimmer, so I won that, and that's what I liked. But basically, I survived it, and I got through it. And I never said anything to her. So I brought it up when I called her the other day, and I said, do you remember that, I went and you didn't really talk to me? And she goes, I don't even remember you being there. And I was like, wow, okay. So I was talking to someone today and I was saying that, one of the things I hide is being hurt because I never thought I should be. I thought, get over it. It's no big deal. And she said, well, you could upgrade that or something like that. And I got upset and I called her back and I said, you know what? For me, being able to say I was hurt is a big deal. Being able to say, and I started getting, I wouldn't say violent, but I was like, I'm going to do it right now. Being able to say that summer sucked. Why did she tell me to come? Like, I never said this to her. Why did you fucking tell me to come and then ignore me? Like, why? How could you do that to me? It was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. And then I was like, wow, that felt really good. I've never said that before. I just thought, oh, well, it's my fault. I, shouldn't have been upset. Or, my real self, my real pathetic self was like, well, you're just not that important. Make do. This is somehow my fault, but it wasn't. I just never spoke up. And that's what I'm learning is to just say, hey, why did you tell me to come? Or why did you say this? It was a real disappointment for me. I thought I was going because I was her best friend and then she never talked to me. Like, what the heck? Now, it was 50 years ago. You could say, well, get over it. Well, no, those are the people I don't like. I am over it. But I hadn't ever said it. I didn't know it was there to say. So it wasn't like I think about it. It wasn't like I was suffering. It was just like in the moment, I got to say, and I didn't even say it to her. Like, what the fuck? Why did you tell me to come? I mean, that makes no sense. That would have been freeing back then, but I didn't have the ability or the capacity or the awareness to say it. I just kind of figured, well, whatever. I don't even know what I thought. I think I was just numb. I probably just numbed myself by being good, survived it, and went on. But there was that little chink in myself about it until today when I got to say it. And again, I didn't say it to the person. I don't need to say it to the person. Maybe one day, but I don't think so. But anyway, but just by getting it out, it's kind of like it was there, I puked it out, and now I feel free. And the point I'm trying to make, I don't know if I am, is being able to say those things creates freedom. And saying you shouldn't say them or you shouldn't have it or you shouldn't be upset. This is my thing. I shouldn't be upset. I shouldn't have it. I shouldn't have to talk about it. Or if somebody says something that makes me feel that I shouldn't or I should be over it, that makes me think, you know what? I'm out of here. Fuck you. I'm out of here. So I am creating the freedom for myself to be able to say anything, to be able to create life freely, a life that I love. And this is my process and exploration. And I've also created being free to be. being free to be judged. So I guess if they do judge me for it, that's also what I'm creating is great. Glad you feel that way. I'm doing what I know works for me. Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. So this is all about freedom. The more I explore, the more I get out, the more I see other people get out, creates freedom for them. That's my, assertion. That the more we can speak about these things, the freer we get. It's that simple. So thank you for joining me. My course is amazing. Last night we had our second live session and people were saying stuff that I think they've never said. And again, I believe that creates freedom. So we will be running the course again. I'm not sure when. Getting Unstuck with Hillary. It's very powerful. Really, really is. I'm so excited about this. And join us if you haven't already. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Getting Real with Hillary saying bye-bye.